Okay, here we go. My first story. Aichi woman arrested for mixing human excrement into school lunch. Well, this story sounds kind of shitty. On June 13th, a 20-year-old employee of a public school in Ozaki, Aichi Prefecture was charged with mixing human feces into a school lunch. The incident occurred on October 8th, 2021, when the principal of the school taste tested the school's lunch in advance in the staff room and noticed that it had a strange odor and discoloration, probably of shit. He immediately canceled the meal for everyone else and submitted the food to the public health center for examination. The result confirmed that it contained E. coli bacteria. And even though the school lunch was made in a separate facility, no other school had any trace of fecal matter in their food. Thanks to the keen sense and the quick action of the principal, none of the students or staff members were exposed to the contaminated food and did not suffer any illness as a result. Thank God. A subsequent investigation led back to the staff member, though it was unclear that what her motive was or how she managed to mix the excrement into the food.
With a spoon, I would say, right? Or a mixer.
I think with her butt.
Yeah.
She is
just squatted over it and tried to move
fuck
her hips.
these kids. She is charged with fraudulent obstruction of business. Wouldn't be the first crime that springs to mind when someone attempts to poison an entire school. She is currently denying the charge. Now, this story isn't surprising to most students from around the globe because school lunches normally taste like shit.
Yeah,
I added that.
No, I agree. And no, that it's. I remember when growing up, the school lunch, man. I think we never had shit in our school lunch, but I think we used to have a little school lunch blended in with our shit. Yeah, I mean, this is what they would serve. Those weird food combinations and everything. And this lady what was her job again? Was she a cafeteria worker? Surely not.
She was a lunch lady.
A lunch lady. Well, my God, that's she's crazy, right? She just has to be crazy, or maybe she's resentful of these kids, that she has to come and feed every day. Maybe she just wanted to see what would happen.
She had E. coli, man. That's fucking crazy. But okay. What should this lunch lady's evil villain name be? For example, like Poo Poo Pee Pee Bandit or Captain Heinous Anus, or if she was British, would it be like Lunch Lady Lou or something? What do you think that her evil villain name should be?
How about Scat Woman?
Scat Woman.
Yeah, Scat Woman. Yeah, because scat meaning shit, right?
No. I got it. I wish she was a guy because Scat Man sounds so much cooler than Scat Woman. The Scat Man. No. Or poo Scat Man.
But maybe there is a cat woman though, and so it's not too far off. That's not too bad. Right off the top.
No, that was great.
And I feel pretty good about that story too, because that is that if you're leading off with that, the woman shitting into the school lunches, that only means that you've got some weird things coming up. I hope you have some of these famous Japanese stories where people are stealing off the clotheslines and shit, right? Like some of these where do guys still do that there? Do they still steal panties off the clotheslines?
Every day. Every day. Dude, there's stories that we don't cover anymore because it's just like the same thing again and again and again. Like I try to find like interesting stories that are like that are amusing to me. I've been doing this podcast since 2009, right? I've seen and heard everything. Every kind of a murder, every kind of like a rape, every kind of like any kind of a crime in Japan. I've heard it, I've seen it, I've covered it, right? So if it's like really interesting, then I'm just like, wow, this is a great story, But yeah, so I'm
You're discerning. I can see you should definitely never be like a cop, working on the CSI unit or something, and a woman tells you about a rape, and you're just like, oh, boring.
A rape? Oh God. All right. So how big was his dick?
Was there anything? Was he wearing a weird mask of some sort?
Oh, he was
Okay.
circumcised 3 times, he said. Okay, all right, there we go. That's something interesting.
At least
All
there's
right.
something. Yeah. Did he have a funny name at least? All right.